This out. Hello? Oh, looks like I'm live. How's it going, everyone? I'm Antonio. I'm here to talk to you guys about procrastination. I have a story for all of you. So let's get right into it. There's a quote from this book that I've been reading, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. It is called, the quote is, action may not always bring happiness, but there's no happiness without action, by Benjamin Disraeli, who used to be a former prime minister. Let's get into it. So, another thing I want you to keep in mind here is Tony Robbins has been very open. If you don't know him, he's a very famous self-help person. He's been very open about how you can become happy. There's two things: progress and gratitude. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how that relates to action. So I want to tell you a story about my own life on how I used to be a procrastinator. So when I was a kid, I was completely different than I was now. Completely different. Imagine a chubbier version of me. Imagine a lazier version of me. Someone who didn't want to do anything other than, when I came home from school, I wanted to watch TV. I wanted to hang out with my friends. Did not want to do any work. I hated like having hard sports practices, all of those things. So the chubby version of me. Instead, what would happen is my mom would like absolutely force me. If any of you know my mom, she would absolutely force me to do two things when I came home: drink my milk before I hung out with any of my friends, because apparently I didn't like milk for some reason. I don't know. I like it now, in case you were wondering. And the second thing was to get my homework done. Homework and studying. If I had any tests, I had to do that. So now, this was happening throughout my entire life. I was going to school, coming home, my mom was forcing me to do things, so I never really had to make this decision on my own. Now, fast forward to college, I'm on my own. I'm in my dorm with my friends, and I have the decision every single day between doing work and not doing work. What do you think I chose? I chose to not do work. I chose to hang out with my friends because that's the thing I wanted to do. Okay? I didn't want to spend time doing work when I could hang out with my friends. So whenever I was given that opportunity, I chose to hang out with my friends. And the thing is I would feel lost and unhappy all the time because what I was doing was I wasn't really shifting around with a purpose. Yes, I was there to get my degree, but because I wasn't really focused on my work, or because I really wasn't, spending so much time, I didn't really super care about the degree. I thought I'd just go to school and kind of get it type of thing. What happened was I wasn't really making progress towards my goal, right? I was passing my classes, I was doing well, but I was not making progress towards my goal. So the procrastination was making me feel good in the short term, but bad for the long term of my goals and my degree of going to school. I've got some notes over here, just in case you were wondering why I keep looking down. So fast forward now to after college. Got my degree, for all those people who were questioning it out there. And I'm working on now building myself up and starting a business for myself, starting my brand. If you're familiar with my YouTube channel, right here, if you're here right now watching this, I'm working on this, my Instagram, I have my blog, I have my book, I'm working on a confidence course. All of those things take a lot of work. And because I care about those things, I'm able to wake up every single morning and take some action. So that action that I'm taking every day is leading to results and progress. Where am I getting at with this? So for this means helping people overcome their problems, right? Maybe that's something I did. Maybe I published a video that got a decent amount of views for me. Maybe I got a couple subscribers. Maybe I got a couple of Instagram followers. All of those things, to me, lead up to feeling good, making progress, that progress from the results and all the work that I did. So seeing those results allow me to feel happy. And then from there, I take more action. It's this never-ending cycle of me having this high goal that makes me want to achieve it. So I go take action. The action then gives me more results, and the results then make me want to take more action because I'm feeling good about it. So let's look at my story and see how you can take a couple of tips out of it for yourself. So first thing was I have this big goal. I want to help 10 million people overcome their problems. 10 million. That's way more than I could ever see. I live in Manhattan. New York City, there's 8 million people. Okay? It's one of the biggest cities in the world, if not the biggest. I have no idea. But 8 million people, I want more than that. Okay? So having that big goal inspires me to wake up and go to do work every single day. Now, sometimes when the goal is so big, it can be hard to try and tackle it. That is something that I've noticed, right? If I told you to read this whole 400-page book in one night, you would struggle with it. So would I. I can't read that much. So I probably would then procrastinate it and not want to do it and maybe like watch some TV instead because that's easier. We're always looking for the easier thing. So my next tip for you then is to make that thing that you need to do. Write out what you need to do that's aligned with that big purpose you have and turn it into that very, very, very small thing. That very small thing. One small thing that you can do right now, okay? If you find that one small thing that you can do right now, then it will be so much easier to start. That thing has to be so small that it's like it takes nothing for you to just say, I want to do it. That's it. I'm going to go do it. So let's take an example, right? My goal of helping 10 million people. 10 million is a lot. So it's a lot. So it motivates me to get up and do work. But then when I get to do work, I might feel overwhelmed. So how do I break that down? Maybe if I just help one person today with one problem. Or let's break it down even smaller. Maybe if I contact one person and ask them what's going on, that's the first step in asking them or helping them overcome their problem, right? I need to know what they're doing. So if I am breaking down that goal to an even smaller thing, if it seems too big, smaller, chunk it down. If you can't focus, chunk it down, over and over and over and over and over again. You understand? You need to keep chunking it down while having the long-term goal large, but having the short-term goal small. Small enough that makes you want to do it and makes you want to do more because it was so easy for you to do. So what happens then if that goal is so small, the short-term goal is small? Doing one thing will take action. That action will be a good result if you did the right thing, the most important thing. That result will bring you happiness. That happiness then will make you want to take that second action. So getting back to what Tony Robbins and Benjamin Disraeli said, like I talked in the beginning, was action may not always bring happiness. So you need to find the right things to do. The thing that will be the most effective thing for you to do right now. Do that thing. Make it as small as you can so you're doing some action. You get the positivity, the happiness you get from taking that action. And then from there, you can now take a second one. And you can take a third one and take a fourth one. However much you can do in one day. You'll find that over time, doing things will become your habit. That's how I am right now. So if I fast forward to today, procrastination is not something that I ever deal with. If there's ever something that I don't want to do, I end up doing it because to me, that sounds like I'm going to procrastinate. And then to avoid the procrastination, I go ahead and I do it. All right. So let's go review real quick. You need to make sure that you have a large motivating goal. that will help you overcome all obstacles. The second thing is to make the short-term goal, the thing that you need to do today, to be very, very, very small. Okay? So this way you start doing it. Now, once you do it, you'll get some results which will make you happy, which will then in hand give you momentum and go even farther. So I really appreciate all of you on here. It seems like there's one of you. I really appreciate you, whoever you are. I'd love to see you in the comments. Guys, comment below if this helps you, the procrastination. Also comment if you enjoyed the lives. This is a new thing that I want to try once a week with you guys. If more and more people will come, then I will do more of them. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for me to do it all the time. Anyway, guys, remember, no matter what you are facing, you can overcome it. And I want to make an announcement real quick that my goal by January 1st is to be at 1,000 subscribers. So I need you, the person who's watching this right now, to send this video to one friend who you think needs help with procrastination. Share my videos, please, because I'm trying to reach more and more people. And I can't do that alone. I need everyone's help. All right? Remember, you can overcome it.